My wife Emily and I have been married for less than 2 years. We lived in a small apartment on the third floor of an aging building. Nothing fancy, just a quiet place we could afford while we saved money for a house. Life was normal. At least it was until the texts started. It happened on a Monday night. Emily and I were eating takeout on the couch while watching a movie when her phone buzzed. She glanced down at the screen and frowned. "What?" I asked her. "Some random number." She opened the message. The text contained only 3 words. "Watch your back." That was it. No name, no explanation, no emojis, nothing. I laughed. "Probably someone just messing with you." Emily laughed too, though it sounded nervous. "Yeah, wrong number maybe." She blocked the number and we forgot about it. Or at least we tried to. For the next few days, everything was quiet. Then weird things started happening. Small things. Things that were easy to explain. Emily swore she left the bathroom light off before bed only to find it on the next morning. A kitchen cabinet we'd closed would somehow be open later. Once I came home from work and found our bedroom window unlocked. Neither of us could remember opening it. We blamed ourselves. People forget things. People make mistakes. That's what we kept saying. Then one Saturday morning, Emily noticed something missing. Our largest kitchen knife. The one we'd used for cooking almost every day. We searched every drawer, every cabinet. Nothing. The front door was still locked. The windows were shut. There was no sign anyone had ever been there. Someone had. We called the police immediately. 2 officers arrived within 20 minutes. They searched the apartment themselves. Again, they found nothing. Before leaving, they advised us to stay somewhere else for a few days. So we did. We spent the weekend at Emily's parents' house. Nothing happened. No texts, no calls. For the first time in weeks, I thought maybe we'd scared whoever was doing this. Maybe they'd realized we'd gone to the police. Maybe they were finished. I couldn't have been more wrong. When we returned home on Monday evening, another message was waiting. Just 2 words. "Welcome home." Emily nearly dropped her phone. I remember looking around the apartment and feeling sick. Someone knew we'd returned. Someone was watching us right then. The police opened a formal stalking investigation. They checked security cameras around the building, interviewed neighbors, reviewed every file we'd filled. Nothing. No suspects, no leads, no answers. The detectives recommended we install cameras, so I bought 3 the very next day. One pointed at the front door, one covered the living room, and one faced the hallway leading to our bedroom. For the first few nights, nothing happened. Then, around 3 a.m. on a Wednesday morning, Emily woke me up. "Did you hear that?" I sat up immediately. "Hear what?" Someone was knocking. We listened. The apartment was silent. After a minute, I checked the peephole. No one was there. I almost went back to bed when I noticed something sitting on the floor outside our door. A single white envelope. No stamp, no address, just our apartment number written in black marker. I brought it inside. Emily watched as I opened it. Inside was a photograph. Not a picture from social media. Not something stolen online. An actual printed photograph. It showed us walking into our apartment building 2 days earlier. Someone had been close enough to take the picture from across the street. Written on the back were 4 words. "You never look up." That night, neither of us slept. The next morning, I checked the security footage. Nothing. No person delivering the envelope. No footsteps. No movement. The envelope had somehow appeared without the cameras capturing anyone. That bothered me more than the photograph itself. A week later, another strange thing happened. Emily called me while I was at work. She sounded terrified. "Someone was in here." "What?" Someone was in the apartment. I left work immediately. When I arrived, Emily was standing in the hallway crying. Inside, nothing appeared stolen, nothing appeared damaged, but several things had been moved. Family photographs had been turned around. Every picture frame in the apartment faced the wall. Every single one. Police searched again. No fingerprints, no evidence, no sign of forced entry. Just another mystery. The texts continued. One arrived while we were grocery shopping. Aisle 7. Emily showed me the message. We were standing in aisle 7. I spun around expecting to see someone watching us. Nobody seemed interested in us. Just ordinary shoppers pushing carts. Yet somehow the stalker knew exactly where we were. Another text arrived 2 days later. Nice red jacket. Emily was wearing a red jacket at that exact moment. She burst into tears. After that, she barely left the apartment. And even there, she never felt safe. One night, she admitted something she'd been hiding from me. I think I've seen him. My stomach dropped. What do you mean? She pointed towards the apartment window. 3 times now. Who? The person watching us. I waited. He stands across the street. Can you describe him? She shook her head. Not really. Every time I look, he's gone before I can see his face. The next evening, I sat by the window for nearly 4 hours. At first, I saw nothing. Then, just before midnight, I noticed a figure standing near a streetlight across the road, motionless, watching our building. My heart started racing. I grabbed my keys and ran downstairs. The moment I reached the sidewalk, the figure turned and disappeared between the 2 buildings. I chased after him, but when I reached the alley, no one was there. No footsteps, no doors closing, nothing. It was like he'd vanished. When I returned upstairs, Emily looked pale. Did you get him? No. She nodded slowly. Then she said something I'll never forget. He wanted you to chase him. What? He wanted you to chase him out of the apartment. The realization hit me immediately. I checked every room. Thankfully, nothing was missing, but Emily was right. The stalker wasn't running from me. He was playing with us, making us react, making us afraid, and worst of all, he was enjoying it. The messages continued, sometimes days apart, sometimes multiple in a single night. Nice shirt. You look tired. Don't look outside. The last one arrived while we were eating dinner. Of course we looked outside. There was no one there. At least we could see no one there. Emily stopped sleeping. She jumped whenever her phone buzzed. She kept the curtains closed at all hours. I tried to stay strong for her, but the truth is I was terrified too. Then came the night everything fell apart. I was working late. A coworker had called in sick, forcing me to cover his shift. Emily stayed home alone. Around 8:30 p.m., I texted her. No response. I wasn't worried at first. Sometimes she left her phone in another room. An hour later, I texted again. Still nothing. Then I called, straight to voicemail. A knot formed in my stomach. I left work immediately. The drive home felt endless. When I reached our apartment building, I noticed something strange. The front door to our apartment was slightly open. Emily never left it open. Never. I ran upstairs, called her name, no answer. The apartment was silent. Her phone sat on the kitchen counter. Her purse was beside it. The TV was still on, but Emily was gone. I called 911. The police flooded the building within minutes. They searched every floor, every stairwell, every storage room. Nothing. It was like she'd vanished. Then my phone buzzed. Unknown number. My hands shook as I opened it. A photograph appeared on the screen. Emily. She was sitting in a dark room, looking directly at the camera, terrified. Below the image was a message. Told you to watch your back. The police launched a massive search. For 2 days they looked everywhere. Then they found her. An officer discovered her body inside an abandoned warehouse on the edge of town. The detectives who informed me looked exhausted, defeated. They had no suspect, no witnesses, no useful evidence, just another dead end. The funeral passed in a blur. I barely remember it. People told me they were sorry. People told me things would get better. They didn't. Weeks turned into months. The investigation stalled. Eventually the case went cold. Whoever had stalked us had gotten away with it. I moved out of the apartment. I couldn't stand being there anymore. Every room reminded me of Emily. Every creak in the floorboards made me think of that photograph. The one taken while we slept. A year passed, then another. Slowly I started rebuilding my life. Not moving on, just surviving. Then, last month, everything came back. I was sitting alone in my new apartment when my phone buzzed. Unknown number. My stomach dropped immediately. I opened the message. It was a photograph, a recent photograph of me, sitting exactly where I was sitting, taken through my living room window. My blood ran cold. I rushed outside. The parking lot was empty. No cars leaving, no people running away, nothing. Then another text arrived. 3 words. The same 3 words that started everything. Watch your back. I called the police. They searched the area, found nothing. Just like before. And that's why I'm writing this. Because whoever killed Emily is still out there. Still watching. Still waiting. Sometimes I catch myself staring out windows. Checking locks 3 times before bed. Looking over my shoulder in crowded places, wondering if the person responsible is nearby, wondering if they're smiling.